Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card, too. Hey, Junpei!
Yeah, I know. All right, it's open. Let's go! Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work.
You're fucking better at this
I think
point.
it unlocked.
Good.
It says Incinerator.
Oh, Jesus, of course.
So this is the Incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it.
They're just heading into the incinerator after what they heard, so that's a fun, good idea, isn't it? But the exit's through there, ain't it? What the?
What the hell is going on?
I'd love to know that!
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Fucking of course.
Ace.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that.
Well, thing is, you kinda don't, because, you know, Seven and everyone else here's a good person, and you're not, and you've got a gun to this girl's head, so you have the advantage. And you know that, so that's why you're talking like that, that's why you have the fucking villain grin you've got. You're a piece of shit, fuck you.
You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I suffer? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
No, but can you even begin to understand the pain you've inflicted on so many fucking people? No. Probably.
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
Yeah, see, what is this? It's like from his past lives, because he died in those, right? Either that or one of the gas endings was some kind of reset that reset all this whole thing. Yeah. How the shit?
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me.
Is prosopagnosia really the only fucking reason he went this nuts? I don't know, man. That seems fishy to me. Again, I don't have it. I hope no one does, but I'm sure some people do. It must suck, but there's gotta be someone with prosopagnosia out there that never turned into a raving fucking murderous lunatic. But why does he want to control people? I hope we get more insight into that, because it seems a little fishy, man. That it's just the prosopagnosia. I don't know.
This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this, 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
I don't think it's him, dude.
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments.
Maybe it is Santa. Because it seems like they've assumed that it's Santa, and well, you know, when characters assume things like, this is the Gigantic, or like, when the game does stuff like the Akane in Seven's story just having a name of Connie, the nickname that only Junpei gave her. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Wait!
Wait.
Why isn't it opening?
Is the 9... Wait, hold on!
One
The
more
9
time.
bracelet doesn't contain 9, does it? I think we saw that. And the reason why is for fucking this bastard. Poor
Now
Lotus, by the
open.
way.
No! What is this? That digital root should be 9! It has
Doesn't
to be
actually
9!
have 9 in it. I think I remembered that. I think there was something about that.
Then why? Why isn't it opening? Now! Ah!
Nice, 7!
No! Oh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, 7.
You know what? I kind of ship those two now. I kind of like the whole characters that hate each other and then grow to like each other thing. I sort of ship them, especially with this scene.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous.
By the way, I loved when Junpei did this before, but this is even more badass. And like, you know what I love about this plot? It's a little bullshitty to me. I'd like a full explanation on why the fuck he just remembers. But granted, there's a phrase in the trailer that I now understand. It's, why do I know these things? The true ending is what that's talking about. I get it. Not the trailer, the video at the beginning. Maybe even trailers for this game. I don't know what they were like, if there were any. There probably was. Or maybe. I don't know if there was, actually. But the opening, that's the word I was looking for.
Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital root, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself.
I love this because it's the player having went through all the other endings, collected all this information, and then Junpei using it against Ace here. I love that. Because it's a victory for the player, not just Junpei. And, well, arguably everyone else too. Not even arguably, absolutely.
So that you could make use of its power.
Actually, let's think about everyone. There were the 3 people he killed. God, he's a scumbag. Especially, like, the way that he angrily decided, I'm gonna murder this girl because I didn't get the result I wanted from my experiment that was inhumane to begin with. Fucking excuse me!
In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki, chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see?
Holy fuck! Again, this is pulling everything important from all the other endings and wrapping it up neatly in a nice little bow. This is fucking perfect. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting this to be this good.
Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number, and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed, and poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Interesting that he says that.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course, you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took.
Holy shit. Yeah, he did that. And then he went in there and he killed him while Junpei was still doing shit in the... Oh my fuck. Now I get it.
And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
But again, why these shit-ass fuck? Were these people here 9 years later? Why? Were they all brought here as well? To just be part of the game? I guess so.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't
a very good plan. It had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you.
You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1, there are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please.
Interesting. Obviously, Zero is much more malevolent than perhaps they seem with this.
Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that, and that was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
Okay, so they drugged them and... Okay.
But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways.
I'm guessing, again, Zero planned to use this man's awfulness against him, and that was like the primary purpose of this whole game, right? Against him and all the others in order to punish them all. Because he knew because Zero knew that Ace would kill them all. It's interesting how I'm defaulting to he again, even though I think it's still a Akane. But again, I guess I'm defaulting to he now because everyone keeps saying, "Oh, it's Santa!" And this is towards the end, so maybe it is.
Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like
and the axe too.
There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap.
It's all set up the way it was, and I guess the word witness triggered him. He's like, no, I don't want a witness. I don't want people to know what I did. Okay, so he would think the only option is to kill him. He was like, okay, Ace is evil, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him kill all the other three, and then have him die. And then all four of them will be punished for what they did. That's what Zero's plan was.
But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Wait, really, is he?
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong.
Amen.
Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game.
I had a feeling it wasn't just that, or else why bring all these innocent people here?
To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
7! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh!
Whoa.
I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were 2 separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic.
So I just realized, when Zero said they lost, it's because they couldn't save Akane. And it's like she just disappears at this point? Like, was she like a ghost this whole time or some shit? Excuse me?
They were told.
Whoops. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set. I guess I should stop saying whoops about that, because I think the game's doing that, and I apologize. They were told to send their... Actually, I feel like I might be pressing X, and I'll try to keep my hand off the controller when things are scrolling. For some reason, it's hard. I don't know. Maybe I really do just have a habit of not really noticing of when it's scrolling, I just push the button, I don't know. Told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the gigantic. Yeah, so they're all siblings.
The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed?
Holy shit, the game's calling him out on it. I love
this.
Were
you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well...
Yeah, see, the numbers just came to him.
That's...
The answer to that is easy. What the fuck is going on? He knew because I knew. Who the fuck is speaking? What? Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. Who the fuck are you? How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two like an upside-down Y. Who the fuck is talking? Can you explain that first, instead of this? Please? Explain this after you explain who the fuck is talking right now. This game, man. Like, it's been nuts, but this is the nutsest thing. But, you know, that seems about right for the end of the game. But, man, this ending is fucking massive, by the way. It's been 4 hours and 47 minutes that I've been recording. Nearly 48. Holy shit. Imagine a river that splits in two like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. People downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river, but I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set and collect knowledge from the future. The same thing that Ace was trying to create. Whoa! I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0, not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Where did she go? Akane, where'd you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover? Oh shit.
Freeze.
Whoa! Okay. Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
'Cause that's... Let's see. I think I remember about 3 times he's done that. Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. Guess he's going for the door, huh? Doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any number of doors with just 2 people. What the hell's he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? The hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. Wait, how? And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. I guess there's no harm in trying. No?
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get through door 9. There's the red. Why is this not voiced? Is this June or is this Junpei or is this like whoever the fuck Zero is? Which again, I think it's June. Because like, if June was if Akane was the receiver in the group that they got, no, was the transmitter that got mixed in the group of receivers, is that how she became the one? Was that intentional and was that the test if that's what creates the thing? You know, exactly what she is? That's what I'm guessing is what happened. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door.
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. She certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh? Man, she doesn't look very happy. Oof.
What the hell are you doing, Clover?
At least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was doing.
What? And there's no other way?
Except, so leaving Lotus here. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is too cruel.
It's okay.
Jesus Christ.
Go.
Okay. I had issues with the way she treated people before, but... yeah, she's a good person, man. Oof, though. And she's my favorite character among them. Let's be honest, mostly for horny reasons. But, you know...
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of it.
No, obviously not.
God damn it, you idiot!
Okay, I ship them even more now. Every scene they have in the ending here is a shipping cue to me. Looks like she and they're both older people too, you know? And they're both single now. Because I think he's been single, but she got divorced, I think. Looks like she expected about as much as I did.
Without, if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
Oh my god, this is literally tsundere as fuck. I am shipping them so fucking hard right now. For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
This is the most tsundere ass shit. I love, okay, this is okay, I am happy about this. The game's shipping someone else, but Junpei and every other female character. I'm very fucking happy about this. Yeah, this is my canon ultra ship right now.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry. Come on.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why?
But why can only Santa do what he did?
The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
It must be because, again, he's Zero's assistant, whatever the fuck that means.
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Two plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18. Plus 8 plus 9.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit, if we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. But who are you? Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. Who the shit fuck is? Okay, I didn't lose myself. Okay, who are you? I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, the other was the future, not the past. If it's Akane, then perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my I fucking knew it! Holy shit! I'm proud of figuring that out. But she's fucking Ash! How the fuck?! I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the Nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him... Huh? Light? Oh, that's his name. Oh yeah! Light was one of the names of the kids!
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me.
You know, some of the ways Santa was acting about the way Junpei acts around Akane, I say that, but everyone else was acting the same way. He had to know, right? That was her. It's like somehow she existed there, but... Okay, so how the fuck is she in his head and also there in front... No, he's not the only one who can see her. I was about to think that. But that doesn't make any fucking sense, because everyone else reacts to her as if she's just there. So, how the fuck was she in his head? She was really in 3 places at once. Because she was back here somehow, she was in his head, and she was in... Ha! I'm sorry, my brain is exploding. I don't think they can explain this one in a way that makes sense to me. I will be very happy and very, 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 very impressed at Uchikoshi if they do that. / any other writers that might be involved in the project, I don't know. All I know is Uchikoshi was at least the main writer, if not the only one.
Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
A younger sounding snake, very nice. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. Ah! He looks so cute, this younger boy. By the way, yeah, they actually drew faces for all the other kids here, even though most of these kids we never saw. Wait a fuck. You know what? What if some of these people are in the sequels? I wonder. 9 for the...
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted.
Specifically 9, that's spooky! Wait a minute.
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... Well, it is difficult, but my sister means a great deal to me.
Oh my god, that's cute.
And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her.
That's so fucking cute.
Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate.
Oh my god, cute! Okay! But man, that's spooky how, you know, Nonary Game, and then it happened to be 9 four-leaf motherfucking clovers. So many 9s! The title has 3 9s. Man! Think about all the instances of the number 9. Man, God, you know what would be fun, and also potentially life-threatening? You just play a drinking game, and every time the number 9 is said, is voice acted by a character. Drink. Fucking, you die, but it'd be worth it? Question mark?
Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these.
Cute.
They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. Cute. So that's why this wholesome-ass thing about 4-leaf clovers is connected to the game. Because of course it wasn't part of the game, because the game was started by fucking Gentaro fucking Hongo, the motherfucking psychopath fucking asshole. But the clovers were from Snake, who is the wholesomest, beaniest man. Holy shit. I love him. I love the fuck out of him now. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer, and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. So they really are siblings. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. Yep. Split into groups, walk through the doors. Before long, we found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time, it was the only one. I feel like, unless it's referring to the numbers of doors and stuff, it should be word numbers. Otherwise, it's a little confusing to me. Oh well, just a little nitpick. And honestly, I feel like using word numbers in writing is just proper grammar anyway. I think I've literally been told that in school, too. It's funny, English is all I really remember from school because it was all I was good at. That makes sense, right? If there's only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors!
And by word numbers, just in case you don't really get what I mean by that, you know, like, you would spell 1 as O-N-E and stuff like that. We begin to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already...
Warning. Warning. Emergency incinerator automatic. Please repeat. Emergency.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother Aoi swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says Incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
I fucking realized. Santa mentioned burning alive in that one place. That's why. This is why. In the shower room. It was in the shower room. Man.
Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, hope in the form of a big boy came. Hell yeah. High up on the wall, a door opened, and a really awesome badass man appeared. That I now ship really fucking hard with Lotus. So fucking hard. Harder than his dick is for her, which is pretty damn saying something. Anyway, what? He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, and as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
Akane vision. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Well, wait a minute. I can't... Okay, I was wondering, because that's usually where you can swap, but it just says Akane vision, and you can't do not. Eh. The rest happened just like Seven said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. So yeah, Akane is Zero, and he's the assistant of his sister to save his sister. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. Nona was the other girl. Nonary, oof. That's very uncanny. Just like the frickin' 9 Clovers thing. The other children, the ones who'd gone through the door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Ahead? I thought she ended up falling behind, and that's when Ace grabbed her. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they'd caught up. It was then when I realized...
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
Wait! I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to! But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. This is fucking nuts, dude. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and stretched it from the floor as I ran back towards stairs and freedom! Oh my god, this is sad! The door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. Yeah, this is sad! Because if she hadn't gone back for that thing that Junpei gave her, she'd be alive! Oof! But, like, how was she in front of... That's what's bothering me. Why did she fucking manifest? And why is she also fucking disappearing? It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. Like, okay. At this point, they've established why it makes sense, sort of, for her to be in his head right now. Okay. I can jive with that, I guess. Because I guess even as a ghost, she's still the clairvoyant-ass mofo. I forget the entire term for it. The morphic field thingy person. I don't remember. But, or did she not really die? Well, I guess we're about to see, huh? I hope so. I hope all of this makes any kind of sense towards the end. Again, I don't think it's going to be all, but I hope I can make some sense out of it by Falconizing.
How wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity in his voice now. Yeah, no fucking shit. By the way, that's voice acted real well, but it's probably helped by... Look at that fucking look on his face. It's terrible. Look at the fucking primal... I'm gonna eat your fucking flesh way his mouth is, like, opened-ish. Like fucking... It's like a feral goddamn werewolf. Shit, man. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
You know, what if... When she died in the sub-ending, What if Ace manifested as a part of, like, okay, they weren't able to fix the game by making it end differently, and, like, Ace appeared and killed everyone because of that? I don't know. Or is it Snake? Or is it, like, is it who the fuck? Okay. He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
And suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again as he leapt toward Han. And we've seen this. I kind of don't want to see this, especially from her perspective. We should just find 2 bracelets, yeah. Yeah, so... of dead kids, or does he just have them because... I don't know. Yeah, I wonder why he was doing that. And you can hear someone pounding the door behind me.
Help me! What should I do? He went up! What?
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin. AT, please evacuate.
Holy shit, man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Oh my, and it went straight to Junpei vision. It's like this is the same moment.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about?
Oops, I can't. Sorry. Again, I think I am mashing X. I never realized this whole time, not really. Yeah, I'll try not to, but it might actually be doing the thing. Anyway. But I think she's... yeah.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
How the fuck are we gonna do that?
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate. What kind of idiot do you think I am? Well, god damn it! I won't ask anything else. But you have to do something for me.
What? Why me?
Just shut up!
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of
You know what?
emergency
She's saying... She's asking Seven because she trusts him now, because she likes him now. Like, I'm shipping these two hard every single fucking word they exchange at this point. I love it.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. Whoa! The fuck is that? What else can I say about it, but...
What the hell is that?
it's uncanny. Nice.
What is that? What is that?
What else can I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kinda did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. Well, yeah, if she can send information to the future, then, again, what's happening here is she's saving herself in the past by doing this in the future. In Junpei's head. But again, how does that explain why she's just physically there in the future already? I want to know. I hope it says anything about that, and if it doesn't, I might be a little pissed. But this is still amazing, and I will love this game regardless. But what? All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. And then, yep, switching to Junpei, and yep. All I can see on this screen is a reflection of my own face. Looking kinda freaked out. Yeah, who the fuck wouldn't be? I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kinda drives me home. kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. God, man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. How am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Wait, what? Yeah! Hey, we're all tense, lady. It doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Alright, huh. Well, at least it's on now. It's on the screen, though.
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 3x5x5 grid. Numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Man, that got him voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? I feel like it's gonna pop. Oh, man. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. But wait, how did she know this all the way back then? So did this... Oh my god, my brain. Oh my god, my brain! His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared on the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over. Oh wait, she can see the future, so she's seeing the adult. She got here and she just saw the adult him in the future, right? She just saw it she just knew. Oh man, that's weird. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
And I'm guessing because she has such a connection with Junpei, because she loves him, I suppose, just because they clicked so much as kids. Is that why she ended up sending info to him so much, and vice versa? But which is he? Is he also this, like, super transmitter thing? Or is he some sort of super receiver because he has a connection with Akane who's like a super transmitter? Hey, what are you doing? It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window, in the entry door, was a face. A frightening, evil face. He was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Ah, don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. Definitely what he is. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Akane is the basest, most based motherfucker in all of basedom. Holy shit.
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice.
Oh, you know, just like everything you've done in this, and then 9 years later, and then probably also in between. You know, just that. You know, nothing big.
I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty.
That is the biggest fucking lie I've heard in my life.
You see? I've even left you a way out.
I certainly use tricks and play really fucking dirty, though, dude.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man. If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red.
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets onto the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. Face on my bracelet. Whoa! 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 Holy shit! They even have the same fucking number. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. Yeah, it's not gonna work yet. You gotta solve the puzzle, girl.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
Hear Mungo's muffled voice from across the room. Just, generally being an asshole like he does.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
I don't know, a scared little girl? Fuck you.
Why are you doing this?
Because he's a fucking horrible person. You said it yourself, Akane.
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes.
Christ. I guess, okay, so it's like the trauma from having, I forget what it's called right now, but the no-facey recognize-y thing. He starts to not see them as people, and thinks they're all expendable, and underneath him, as a traumatic response to all the negative emotions that it brought in him, that he couldn't recognize anyone, even the people he was close to, right? Like if everyone else is the same and everyone else is beneath him, then why do they fucking matter? And it's like he gets a sick pleasure out of ending their lives because they're so beneath him, and they're all monkeys, and it doesn't fucking... It's like he's the only one that matters, because he's so valid in this, because it's caused him so much pain. I really hope it's not that simple, man, because I don't know. It's just, there needs to be more understandable trauma, more specific details for me to understand whatsoever why this motherfucker is so twisted. And I really hope there's reasons other than this.
I imagine it will be very painful.
Christ, man. Especially the laughter. His horrible laugh echoed across the room. And even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
Seeing her face like that is... what was I gonna do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was gonna die. Oof, man. My darkened heart. My palms were sweating, knees weak, arms... I'm sorry. I shouldn't make dumb references while this is going on. And my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I'm kind of proud of how I'm reading that. Was acknowledge your good shit that you do. Really helpful for self-esteem. Reached into my pocket. Wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll jumped. Oh my god, cute. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy!
Oh my god, and he fucking did. My fucking god! Uchikoshi, you insane fucking genius.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck! Something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit!
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. Then, that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Yeah, this just happened to her 9 years ago. Whoa. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. At least Uchikoshi knows it. At least the game acknowledges the fucking holy fuck this is. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki, and then I will fucking marry her on the spot. And see, because she can predict the future, see, she brought rings for us, so we're just gonna get married. Like, on the spot. Then go fuck for hours. Anyway. Sorry, that's funny. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Jumpy!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. And it makes so much sense that she's like that, but like, again, how the fuck is she simultaneously there and an adult version of herself here in a way that everyone else can see if she's actually just supposed to be in his head? Also, the real question is it really her behind the mask, the same mask that was all that they all saw before they got kidnapped? And if so, how the fuck is she? Wasn't she a pile of ash? Isn't that what we're trying to prevent here? So why the fuck was she physically manifested in here in any way except in his head? Huh? I hope that's explained at all, because it has not been. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. This is fucking exhilarating. I love this game a lot. Is Snake talking to him about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. By the way, what did he do exactly? I wasn't really paying attention. I'm just too busy being mind-blown over this. Oh well. I can't look back, because and I don't like that. I feel like you should always be able to look back whenever there's dialogue boxes. That's like how every other visual novel works, but this one doesn't work that way, and I think that's stupid, but oh well. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. Do I just need to switch these out? Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
So I guess you do that, huh? Wait a fucking second. When I pressed the hint, numbers appeared on the empty spots in the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the... I'm gonna try to solve this without looking it up, at least. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint? Wait. It makes the numbers disappear. It looks like I can turn them on and off. This is just some meaning of your being two modes? What could it mean? Interesting how that stays in place. Hint off. All the empty spots look like the one in the bottom right. I mean, it's supposed to match. Make all the numbers in the squares the same. Switch out a yellow square, the numbers that show up in the hint change too. Like all the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. Example, when I switch out 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2. Oh boy, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna try not. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. It should all be 9, isn't it? Shouldn't it? I think it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why the fuck else would it not? Is this really it? We'll see. I don't think so, but we'll see. I don't know. That's the numbers, but there are letters here too. There's letters and numbers for it. There's the letters and numbers. Wait a minute. Replace. Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on. So. Let's try that to start with. By the way, this song for this is perfect and oof and awesome and epic, and I love this moment. This game is awesome. No other letters in there. And I switched everything but one, which is still there. I'm gonna reset. I got just the puzzle up top. Make all the digital roots the same. But what numbers? Switching out the yellow square affects all the hint squares around it. Honestly, I don't feel smart enough for this. Wait, hold on. But one square doesn't get a hint number. Then I spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. The fixed number goes inside. Hint squares are different. I know what the number goes there. Alright. I'm looking up the solution. I just reset it because I'm looking up the solution. I do not want to melt my brain over this. I'm not a logic person. I'm literally impaired in this kind of thing, so I'm looking up the hint. Which puzzle is interesting? It's just Sudoku in the DS version. It's different here. I wonder how many of the other puzzles are different in Nonary Games. Huh. By the way, zeroescape.fandom.com, hell yeah, thank you for writing the guide. Definitely took y'all a while. It's pretty damn nice. It's got really good pictures and everything too. It's really good. Alright, so there's even trivia at the bottom, like all these wikis have. I need to read wikis more. They're so amazing, man. They're awesome. You have the P on the grid, and the 1 at the bottom, and I love life, and I love games. With the S on the grid and 3 at the bottom. Okay, I'm just going to do this instruction by instruction, so I can't forget the stuff. I'm not going to write it down. So switch the P and the 1. I just reset it, so it should work. Switch the P and the 1. Switch the S and the 3. W5. Oftentimes I get more efficient at this stuff as I just do them in the moment, and it makes me realize that I'm way better at this kind of stuff than I usually feel like I am. It's just like, just reducing the, the steps I need. I just say W5, and in this case R7, and then I do it. Success. Please enter the password. I already saw in the guide, but it should be obvious anyway. Maybe. I would hope this would be obvious to me if I didn't know it. The password's 9. Because of fucking course it is. Yeah, I was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes! That's it! Akane! Did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did! Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command. Its incineration system has been disabled.
Holy fuck.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief fled my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about it, my heart... Oh my god, cute! They better kiss by the end of this game. Whew. I can't quite believe... If this game doesn't have a kissing scene, I will be... So many games just don't end in actual romantic resolution of any kind. Like, there's definite, like, heavy hinting, but if this doesn't end in actual romantic resolution of some kind, I will not be happy about that. So many games just don't do it. Why? I don't understand. If you're gonna have such a heavy romantic subplot, either way, it's not there yet, but I don't think it's gonna do it. These games don't do it usually. I hate that. I can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad, I feel like my heart's on fire. And I feel like my dick is throbbing and really wants to see Akane again. I don't know why. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. It's almost like that was the silent, other thing that he thought. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now.
Oh my god, that's really cute.
Oh, of course!
Oh my god, that's cute. I'm gonna have to hang up our mind connection. It's like their lovers calling on the phone. I love that. I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Shut it!
Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing to hold me back now. Here it goes. Wait.
Incineration.
Oh, what?
90 seconds.
The fuck?
It doesn't sound like it's...
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. It's not working either. What the hell's going on? The numbers in the right boxes is perfect, so why the fuck is this thing not stopping? Especially because it stopped 9 years ago.
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. Snake, Clover, me, 7... The bracelets! Lotus. That's exactly everyone in the room. Whoa! The fuck?! Isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. We just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I don't have much time! Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one. We are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry! It's weird that there's a lot of not voiced dialogue. That's definitely still Junpei, because he just hung up on Akane, so to speak.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Holy fuck, 2 goddamn seconds.
Central gate has been opened.
Holy shit, fuck ass bitch penis. I don't know why that's my weird expletive that I say whenever I'm really excited, but that's just been a thing that I do for years. Don't ask why, I don't get it. Thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy, time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. I like to move it so that I don't get burned. I was about to say don't explode it like the one joke I made that first time. Nah, just in time. There goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. You still gotta find the dead. Red, dead, and then now finally in the true ending, redemption. By the way, good ass video game.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Yeah, hysterical laughter sounds about like the right response in this situation like this. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Wait, is she just now exiting, which is why? Like, she's just now getting up the strength to do that, which is why? But yeah, so he entered the right numbers, which was why it stopped for her immediately, right? The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms. Oh my god, cute.
Akane!
I bared his face. I faced his chest and cried again. Cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Dog cute. His beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. Just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. Then I cowed wholesomeness, but I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I looked away from him and looked around. I guess the bombs already happened. Were also there. Door already closed. Spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on a scanner panel. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective we'd call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
I was right. It was time to get moving. I got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. If you think they're going to be surprised 9 years ago, because I think she's going to appear because she didn't die this time here. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Time for more running, but if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's been beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking
Oh my
lowercase
fucking god,
Q!
Uchikoshi, you fucking insane fucking genius. Like, okay, as someone who's not very good at logic-y things, as you could probably tell, you know, by this playthrough, I could probably be better at them, but I don't know how much, man. The thing is, like, it's so fucking inspiring to, like, sit here and see how this man put all this stuff together that I can't really understand very well. Right now, anyway. And, because again, that's the important point. A good way to increase your self-esteem is to always, whenever you say I can't do something, add yet to that. It'll reprogram your brain eventually. It's doing it right now. It feels good. I just do better with life. It feels good. But yeah, like, Uchikoshi just putting all this stuff together. Fucking genius, man. Alcohol-addled genius.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now, I'm gonna tear a muscle. Like every single cell in my body is dying forever. Yeah, I'd rather take it as a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe it's a short rest. Nope, can't stop, don't have time. Come on, legs. Can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I like those, I really like those, God, what is this called? Again. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Yeah, those are some long staircases. That's a long-ass staircase thing.
Whew. All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here!
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. Yeah. More important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and... Ah, cute. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open menu. And biome, okay. Really curious what the hell we're gonna see here. Felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze there. Like he said, it's Connie Vision again. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. Not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. Dualshock. Hey, all 9 of us, too! So, the only ones that died were the fuckers responsible. Perfect. Finally to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Whoa. I'm guessing she's there because the very fact that Junpei is there means this was all set in motion. Is that why she was physically there? And I think the disappearance is because, like, there were pivotal moments where she could die? Or that, like, there wasn't enough time left? Or that... No! Pivotal moments where he wasn't going to get to this incinerator room on time or at all? Maybe that? Or, like, the man appearing to kill... Who is it and why? But again, it's like Akane Kane's always, I think, fated to die or disappear if Junpei doesn't reach the incinerator, right? That's what I'm guessing. Yes, finally, air. Ah, damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
You gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
It's the Nevada facility! Holy fuck! It's not... It's Nevada...
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Oh my god! Oh my god! They even recreated the flooding! Wait. Either that, or they got transported there through the weird-ass morphogenic field fucking thing. But, like, how do you explain the fucking water coming in through the window at the beginning of the game, and the water in the... Was that all simulated? Was it all simulated exactly, even all the water flooding? Is the flooding still the danger here? And I guess the bracelets were also still the way they were with the bombs and everything?
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, I guess it was this whole time. That's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. It's a little electronic chip, just like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. But then why the fuck did the people explode? Figures? Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Or was that just his bracelet? Then why the fuck did the ninth man die the way he did? Why the fuck do you explain that? How the fuck do you explain... Or was... There were only bombs in the bad guy's bracelets. Oh my god.
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Wait, no, that's not the ending, right? Please don't tell me this is just a... Fuck that! No, seriously! We need to see more than... There better be a post-credits. But this fucking crazy game... Okay, you know what I'm thinking? She appears there. Because she's been there on the boat the whole time, right? I'm guessing... Like, she literally is out there, right? With him? And, okay, my headcanon. They get together in the future. They marry. I will accept no other possible headcanon. Junpei finds Akane, or Akane contacts him or something. She goes and finds him, whatever. They get married. Period. I will accept no other possible decision about where this goes. I don't care about no. Seven and Lotus get married too. And see, Seven's good with kids. This is enough proof that it's kind of amazing how that picture popped up while I was saying that. But yeah, and that picture, see, Seven's good with kids. He'll be great with her. They get married too. And, you know, Santa ends up living near her and Junpei, and they're married. Who else? Who else is alive? Ace gets shot. Ace gets killed. Santa just fucking shoots his ass. No, wait, no. The bomb explodes so that they don't even have the ability to be caught, really. Wait a minute.
Are you okay?
Wait a minute. I know it. I hope so. I'm glad. Thank you.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, the younger voices are pretty amazing. It's clear that they're the same voice actors, but they're putting on younger voices. And I think they're doing a pretty good job generally. It's the third or... Yeah, this is like the fourth one, right, that we've heard.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. What happened?
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and...
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Well, I don't really agree with that kind of recklessness, but I'm a big-ass softie, like in the most absolute soft, actual way. To a degree or another, anyway. But the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know. Anyway, we jumped in. Now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed in the back seat here. I can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is
Clover,
so
holy
fun!
shit!
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed.
Yeah.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Okay, so I guess it all had them explain to it.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh shit! God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Listen, you want to get to Akane as fast as you can, can't you, Junpei? This is the way to do that. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. I should have thrown up a lot of dust. I want to see her in the car, though. And then I wanted to stop, and then Junpei to be rushing towards her, and that's what I want the end to be. I don't think it's going to be that obvious, but I think it's going to be basically like, yeah, that's obviously good. I'm glad there's more of this. It was a couple hours after we run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in... Oh my god, what the fuck? Assholes? The moment we saw what they were doing, Junpei ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
And he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. What we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a big face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth for a tooth. Oof.
Yeah, I guess I could've...
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh my god, yeah, because they were trying to kill another animal.
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, no fucking wonder, man.
I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk.
Oh my god, they just stuffed him in there. But they need to kill him. Unless, I guess they're just gonna bring him in for questioning, or at least... Okay, yeah. You know what? Death, he doesn't deserve death. He deserves life in prison and slow, painful death. So yeah, never mind. That's perfect. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. Looks like he's just given up. I wonder if even cares what happens to him anymore. It is kind of sad.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Try to get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
At least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces, I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
Oof, that's sad. Okay. God damn it! Why does it have to make me empathetic for him?
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply, but if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough on you now. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the gigantic...
Now I know. Okay, now. Yeah, okay, this is what I'm thinking. I thought it was something like, well, what I think it was saying, right?
I kept going after Hongo on my own.
Okay. So
Up.
he researched the fuck out of the ship and everything, right?
During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the
Yep!
gigantic.
I am proud of that. I'm proud as fuck of getting that. And I kind of got the gist of that early, too.
I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Honko, sensei. I finally let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it. The root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae, and was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Sopra. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Yeah. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. It's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. And then enjoy riding Akane later. What? Speaking of Akane.
Here, this is for you.
My dick. Wait, hold on. Don't you get it for that. Never mind. Man, this is so weird. They're simultaneously young and not young. It's fucking real. Look at him. Spoopy.
What's this?
The gift, right?
This is for
oh my
you,
god,
doll.
cute. Oh my fucking god, this is so adorable! I guess this is when Junpei had to leave or something. Or before he did. He was a doll made out of yarn small in the fitness ball.
Chumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's...
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean...
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just...
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
Oh my god. He leaves after specifically June. The fucking... the uncanniness of this shit. Oh my god. God, that was the
I mean, we're gonna be in different
fucking
schools,
reason.
and...
That was the other reason. 6 June. Was that why she had her bracelet be 6? What?
I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay.
Cute.
How about we call it
Oh my god,
June,
the doll's
then?
called fucking... Stop with the uncanniness. It's perfectly... Oof. My brain.
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
That's so cute.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh my god, cute!
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I'll reach my hand out and pick up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
That's so cute. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears turned down my face and fell into June's tiny young body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
June looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
Skies are beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. As golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. Sunset, we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. Still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It's to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the Incinerator on Gigantic. Thank you for redressing this game. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. You couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there!
Wait.
There's somebody next to the road.
Huh?
What?
Oh my god. Hello. Huda. Burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down hard on her head. Desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shivering plain was a woman, her arm around her thumb. It was not long before Junpei realized who she was. She's trying to hit you. Wait. Why is that the end? Huh? 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 Why is this the end? Excuse me! Boom and boom. Wait. That looks like the art I've seen of Alice. And yeah, the coffin ending just works. It just fits. Is that Alice or is that Akane? I have a feeling this is gonna carry over, ain't it? I hope so. I hope that, again, there's, evidence that they got married or something. Wait, so, did he lie about the corpse? Or what? And does Alice actually exist? Or did she just not... Well, does she exist, but, she left, and left that plant for some fucking reason, and fucking made this whole game happen because Soparil, the company, the money and ability to make this, the original Nonary game happen. Okay. Jesus. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. When I play the second game, I am going to drop any more thoughts I have about this game in the time before I play that game. And then I'll go ahead and start with it. And I hope it continues in any way. I know there's a different protagonist. I know that much. So I don't know about that, but we'll see, huh? And I will start the second Zero Escape game, but that will be after the next game I do, or perhaps others. But certainly I want to do them all by the end of the year. That's part of my plan for the year. But anywho, friends, have good ones. I was excited to go on this journey for y'all. So, holy shit. Anywho, friends, have lovely ones, and I will see y'all in my next one. This is a crazy game, crazy ride, beautiful game. I love it. Holy shit. Have lovely ones, friends. Bye-bye for now.